All right. You know what? I want to do more James. Let's have that Doublevision. The Doublevision. This is going to be another classic. And I'm doing these hella out of order. I'm doing these super out of order. Aw, yeah. Time for the remix. Wait, I think it's this version. Oh, that frame. Wait, I'll just let it play. That frame pissed so many people off. It's like, really? Mischief Makers is bad? People got so butthurt about that. I mean, it's not bad. It is one of Treasure's weaker offerings. It is one of Treasure's weaker offerings, but come on, it's fucking Mischief Makers. It's a cult classic. It's a cult classic. Aw, yeah.
We've only touched upon some of the many classic gaming consoles like the Atari 2600, but now it's time to introduce you to two of its competitors. Feeling down and dirty, feeling kind of mean. Exhibit A, the Intellivision.
Oh god, that interlacing! Oh god, those combing artifacts, it's disgusting.
Exhibit B, the ColecoVision.
ColecoVision. We're gonna have a great afternoon. We're gonna have a great afternoon.
Both tried to take down Atari, and both had a similar library of games.
Also, I'm gonna say though, the ColecoVision's a bit better.
Like today, you got all these games, you don't know which way to look.
My eyes for that Doublevision. No disguise for that Doublevision. No, when it gets put to me, when something's due to me, my Doublevision's got the best of me. No karaoke, by the way.
First, we're going to talk about the Intellivision. It was test marketed in 1979,
Captain,
but officially
you have a
released
great
in
voice.
1980.
What?
Notice its fine wood texture. Everything back
wood.
then was made of wood. You know the Stone Age? Well, that was the Wood Age.
We need to return to wood. You know, with many people. Hey, Asha of Microsoft of Xbox. How about you redo the original Xbox, but you make it wood grain? Now that'd be awesome.
The Intellivision came from Mattel Electronics.
Ooh,
now, you know what else they made?
Barbie?
The Power Glove.
Oh,
now, that's a bad sign
no.
right there. But it was a great game system for its time.
Now,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna whip
the
through a
Power
bunch of
Glove-
random games, mostly shitty ones, but I'm going to tell you right now, I have 3 common complaints.
What are
Number
they,
one,
James?
many of the games are very similar to other games, and often they're blatant copies. Number
But
2,
look at that version of Pac-Man, though. Look at wow. Wait a minute.
I have 3 common
Wait a
complaints. Number 1, many of the games are very similar to other games, and often they're blatant copies.
Which one's which?
Number 2,
Which
without
one's which?
instructions, they're difficult to understand how to play. Number 3, the controls
Oh, hey,
suck
Walk and
ass.
Chase.
And
Walk
in
and
this
Chase.
regard, the main problem is the controllers. Why a numeric keypad? This is a video game controller,
sure,
not a
I guess.
phone. Then there's 2 little buttons on each side, which are usually the fire
I guess
buttons.
the
It's awkward to
keypads are
handle.
for,
And rather
you
than
know,
a joystick or a control pad of
directionals.
some kind, you get this weird disc. Sometimes in the heat of the game, you can actually jam your fingernail on it. It also acts as a
yikes.
button, so in total, that's 17 buttons.
That's
And for
a lot of
games
buttons.
This complex, you really need that many. When you pop in a game, the first thing you do is try every button before you figure out which ones do anything. Most of them don't do
Always
jack shit,
confusing.
and it's different for each game. That's why many of the games come with overlays. You slide it over the keys, and now you can see what they do.
There we
It
go.
helps
Much
out,
better.
But damn, what a shitload of fuck.
Kind of stupid.
And the games barely fit in the cartridge slot. It's like trying to stick your dick in a Cheerio.
There you go.
So
there it
this
is.
Space Battle.
Space
Sounds promising
Battle.
enough, but okay, what's this? None of the buttons do anything but make fart noises.
Blech.
And the overlay has a bunch of Triforces. Is this where they
Whoa.
came from? All you got to do is wait for
Maybe.
the squadrons to meet the aliens, and then it brings up the battle screen where you shoot
Yeah,
blueberry pancakes. This should be the whole game. Why does this part even exist?
So you can move to the alien squadrons, of course. And yeah, this is very similar to something like Star Trek, Star Raiders, Star Luster. But you know what? A lot of those games that I mentioned, especially Star Luster, those are a bit better. Also, if you haven't seen it, look at the X68000 version of Star Luster. Holy fucking shit, it looks sick. It looks sick.
Next, I don't know, let's try Mission X.
Mission
More like Mission Ass. It's a 2D shooter, but it's real hard to shoot things. I mean, you have to be at the exact altitude. 2 rises up and 8 goes down.
Oh, hey.
And the fire buttons are on the side. I mean, that's great, right? Why not spread the buttons out as much as possible?
Yeah, that's
all right. What's next? How about Utopia? It's kind of a
Utopia.
precursor to SimCity. You're basically the god of an island. You build stuff, and storms come by, and wow. All I can say is that back in 1981, people had a lot more imagination.
Look at that! Oh shit! Here comes a hurricane.
How about He-Man? Oh man, I
He-Man! Oh man, talking about He-Man. That's another American movie reference.
On the ground, that's Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Drop bombs on him, and that's it. Oh. Wait, did I just call that white square a bomb?
Yep, that's
See,
a bomb.
That's using your imagination.
He-Man.
Vectron. In the 80s, everything was Tron.
Heck
Megatron,
yeah.
Voltron, Tron the movie.
Tron.
You get the idea. This is a weird game. The first challenge is to figure out which of these indescribable objects you're controlling. So, guess what? I think you're this green V. You can shoot at stuff, but you can't move. And that's just fantastic, because there's a big gleaming box immediately blocking your path.
I think you can move the box, or
I'm not
there's
gonna lie.
a thing.
I don't get it.
You can
Now,
move.
speaking of Tron, here we have Tron Deadly Discs.
More like
you just
Tron
run
Deadly.
around
I'm not
throwing
saying
shit
that.
at people. Seems like it would be a fun little game, but what ruins it for me is how ass the controls are. Rather than having one simple fire button and aiming with the joypad or disc or whatever, the keypad determines which direction you shoot.
I mean, that's kind of that's really annoying. Really is annoying. No!
Shit the fuck! Thin Ice. Okay,
You're on thin ice,
penguin,
buddy.
Ice skating around collecting torches, or they could be McDonald's French fries.
Yeah, they're
who
torches.
knows? The whole time there's a seal on your ass which
shit.
kills you, but the black penguins do absolutely nothing. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh,
well,
D&D?
advanced is right. For the time, it's a pretty complicated game. You start out moving some dots around on the map
That's your
screen.
party.
Then you go into caves, you fight monsters, and find items. What are those, jacks? Can I pick them up? I guess not.
Can't pick them up.
The limited
Can't pick up the
visibility is
jacks.
pretty annoying, and without the overlay or any instructions, I gotta admit, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I
But
think you're
this
supposed
is
to be
one
a
of the granddaddies of
A
adventure
ranger.
games. All right, what do we got here? Space Spartans. Man, what the
Space
hell does that
Spartan?
mean? A Spartan in space? Was Marvin the Martian a space Spartan?
It's Master
You
Chief.
got this
Master
grist
Chief
screen
is a
and you
space
shoot
Spartan.
shit, which looks like
here we
TIE
go.
fighters.
Here we go again.
Microsurgeon. The
Ooh.
picture reminds me of Slim Goodbody, and I can't believe I'm making that kind of reference. But anyway, you control a barely visible dot on the screen moving around the human
Ugh.
body. There's spiders and clouds floating around.
Ugh.
I doubt this thing's medically accurate. You just explore
I mean,
all
as
the
medically
guts,
accurate as
technically making
possible.
it the goriest game ever made. But it only goes so far. Guess the piss and shit zone just didn't do it.
It's just
Frog
the upper
Bog.
body.
You're a frog, and the
Frog
goal is
Bog.
to eat
Hey,
as
it's that
many
game from
flies as you
Grandma's
can.
Boy.
It's the same thing as frogs
Remember-
and flies on the Atari 2600.
Remember
but the
Grandma's
graphics
Boy?
Are way better. On Atari, the flies are just flickering dots. However, it's more fun to
Imagination.
play because of its fluid control. It's a fine example of better graphics don't make a better
Once
game.
again,
Buzz bombers. Now,
Buzz
this is funny.
bombers.
You kill a bunch of bees with bug spray, but no, you don't use a can of bug spray. You are the can of bug spray.
that's funny.
There's also a hummingbird
That's
you
really
can
nice.
shoot at, but it doesn't seem to do anything. You know when bees sting you, their asses break off and they die.
Not only that, but it literally, the stinger is firmly attached to their digestive tract. So if they pull out the stinger, if they don't pull out the stinger properly, they just die. They just die. Also, did you know that drones, when they bust a nut, they literally bust a nut, like they explode and they die? Man, eternal slave to pussy, even in death.
Space Hawk. Man, everything begins with
Space
space.
Hawk.
So you're just a
It
guy
is the
floating
space
around
age
space
after all.
shooting green slime. The bubbles are coming. Gotta
Oh
find
no, the bubble!
Mother
No,
of a fuck.
he's spinning
It'd be so
out of
much easier to
control.
move if you could just use the disc. Instead, it's the damn keypad. Here comes the
Oh
Space
no,
Hawk.
here's the
Gotta
Space
move,
Hawk!
gotta move.
No!
Damn!
Damn!
Wipe my ass on this game.
Damn!
Boxing. Okay.
Boxing.
Yeah,
Look at that.
boxing.
Boxing.
This sucks.
Boxing.
Snafu. You have to keep the
Snafu.
line going as long
Oh,
as
it's
possible
Snake.
without touching the other lines or hitting your own. It's the
Oh, it's
bare
Snake.
basics of graphics, but surprisingly, it's a pretty fun game.
Okay, now we gotta move on, but let me introduce the IntelliVoice voice synthesis module.
Whoa.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
well,
what
it makes
is
your
it?
games talk.
Oh.
Yeah. Now at the time,
I think
the idea of having
actually
voices
saw one
in
of those
video
at a
games was
game
new
store.
thing. But unfortunately, only a few games were compatible, like B-17 Bomber.
B-17 Bomber.
presents B-17 Bomber.
B-17 Bomber. B-17
Alright,
Bomber.
fuck the game. Let's
Classic.
try Bomb Squad.
Mattel Electronics presents Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad.
They'll never do it in time. The code, figure out the code.
Figure
What?
out the code. It's like
Guess I
speak
gotta
and
defuse the
spell.
bomb.
I think they literally just use a speak and spell.
It won't be easy. Replace this third, this
Oh.
fourth, this second, this first.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Gotta defuse the bomb. Hurry up, James. It's about to blow. It's about to blow. Oh no! It blew. It blew up. Oh, I thought it was gonna be He-Man. B-17 Bomber sounds like one of those stereotypical U.S. farmers. While Bomb Squad sounds like an old movie narrator. After a long, exhausting, depressing day, I could come home and hear B-17 Bomber, and everything's all right again. Guy behind the couch absolutely killed Doublevision. I find it hilarious that he didn't have the patience to let the real timer in Bomb Squad run down. Instead, use his own timer to mimic the real one, so he could just use the joke that he blew up. If all the games featured in this video, oh hey, it's awesome. The one YouTube Gaming decides to put in the description is B-17 Bomber. Such a timeless video. But we're not done yet, because there's a part 2. We gotta check out the ColecoVision. Fun fact, did you know that the SG-1000 is based on the architecture of the ColecoVision? Yeah. So the SG-1000 is basically ColecoVision Japan. Interesting, isn't it? Desuno.
What's that? A metamorphic stone rising
What
from the
the
blackness
heck?
and negative earth? A towering behemoth, a monstrosity brought down by extraterrestrial powers? Or
Holy
a giant monolith
shit.
of death, hell-bent on the annihilation of humankind,
Oh
time,
my
and all
god!
matter? No,
It's
it's the AC adapter for a ColecoVision.
oh my god! Look at this
What the fuck were they
motherfucker!
thinking?
That's
Is
huge.
this necessary? Look, I can't fit this godforsaken piece of shit in the electrical outlet unless there's nothing next to it. What a
Jesus
fucking hog.
fucking
That's what it
Christ.
is, a self-indulgent glutton of a power hog.
That is a fucking massive PSU. Good lord.
Anyway, the ColecoVision was released in 1982, and like the Intellivision, it had the same stupid-ass keypad, but with a joystick. Well, almost a joystick, and it's so stiff it doesn't fare much better. First, let's try
Ugh.
out Montezuma's Revenge.
Ooh.
Well, I would make some comment about diarrhea or something, but it's actually a pretty good platforming game. You collect a bunch of treasures
Don't
while
get
avoiding all kinds of
Montezuma's.
hazards. Standard stuff, you know. But
Don't drink
well
the
done.
water.
Only problem, This controller is fucking horrible. But the good news is that, unlike the Intellivision, you can unplug the controller and swap it with an Atari or a Sega Genesis controller.
Nice.
Who would have thought that would be compatible? But what a great thing.
Thank goodness.
Now let's try Rocky.
God bless
That's
9
right,
pins.
Rocky on the ColecoVision.
Wow, Rocky! Look at that.
The music and the
That's
graphics
pretty
are
cool.
quite good for the time. But would it be too much trouble to add any facial features? As far to my knowledge,
yes,
your
it
only
actually
opponent
would.
is Clubber Lang. After all, Rocky 3 was the newest movie, so there's definitely no Ivan Drago. But all you do is mash buttons and it all boils down to a big crock of shit. Okay, you're not going to believe this one. It's called Cabbage Patch Kids Adventure in the Park. It's basically like another Pitfall game, but with
Cabbage
a random
Patch
layout.
Kids?
Why would I swing on the vines when I can hop on the lily pad instead?
Because you don't
Then
get
there's
points.
screens which don't have
Also,
anything
this
on
game
it.
was made by
So what's the point of
Konami, if
having
you
them?
could believe
So
that.
many of them look the same. Next is Campaign 84. Yes, a game
Really?
based on the presidential campaign.
Really?
Probably the worst fucking concept for any game in history.
Not really. I mean, that one game with Cheeseburger Freedom Man. That was that's a really fun game because you could do wacky bullshit and customize your candidate. I will give every American an AK-47 and a free puppy, and I get 1 million votes.
First, you pick what you want to accomplish. You know, like what kind of serious issue.
Outlaw paint cars, control water guns, establish more holidays, establish one-time zone. Yeah, we're gonna go back to beets. Make oysters a national food. Ban shoelaces with based. Velcro or bust. Velcro or bust. Hell yeah, you're 12 years old. Ban saccharine. Why would you do that? Prohibit plaid socks.
There are in the country, like ban all shoelaces. And that's my favorite because shoelaces are bullshit.
You know it's
Then
bullshit.
you pick the donkey or the elephant, and I don't really know which is which. And then you're moving around.
Wait, what was that? What was that?
Then you pick the donkey or the elephant, and I don't really
Oh,
know
no,
which is which. And then you're moving
Oh, it was just
around,
the
and
shoelace.
I really seem to be having a lot of trouble with this because I can barely move. All right, let's try to touch the megaphone, okay? You were seen putting your shoes on before you put on your pants. Okay, well, who the hell was watching me get dressed? If I want to put my shoes on first, that's my own goddamn business.
You're gonna fuck
Next
up your
is
pants.
Chuck Norris. Yeah, that's
Whoa,
right.
Chuck Norris,
the
super
game.
kicks.
You're walking
Super
around, and then you
kicks.
get into fights, and the attacks are
Man, rest in
completely
peace, Chuck
ineffective.
Norris.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, come on, fight him.
Wow.
Kick his ass.
This is shit.
Man, what a
Next
disrespect
we have
to...
Dance Fantasy. Okay, well, my first question is, where's the music? And what the hell am I trying to do? You're just like floating around. It's as much fun as dragging a mouse around a computer screen.
I mean, those are just people in the background.
Dr. Seuss's Fix Up the Mix-Up
Oh,
Puzzler. It's a
no,
puzzle
fuck
game where you
these
put together
games.
different Dr. Seuss characters.
These are awful.
Yeah, that's about as much as I can say about that.
Wow,
Learning
amazing.
with
You did it.
Leaper. It's one of the most juvenile games I've ever played.
He's
You're
by
a weird
Sierra.
eyeball with legs, and there's 4 little games to pick from. In the balloon game, all you gotta do is match the letters. See, that's a T up there.
Wow.
So all I do is
Okay.
I just grab the T, and then I match them up, and there you go. You win. It's pretty
Whoa,
hard, right?
so
In the
fucking
maze
hard.
Game, you're a frog being
Says
chased by
game
a centipede.
journalists.
All you gotta
Game
do is get to
journalists
the end of
say
the maze, and
This
that's
is
it.
the hardest
The
game
dog
in the
game, I have
universe.
no fucking clue what to do. But the paint game is basically like an old paint program. If you thought Mario Paint was primitive, well, look again.
Dang.
Next is looping. Here we go.
Looping.
Oh, let's try
uh-oh.
again. Oh man, that pilot's drunk as shit. Oh, I gotta get through the wall. Here we go.
To the wall.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Maybe I gotta go over it. Oh,
Go over
I guess
it? Nope.
not.
Hit the
Let's
scoreboard.
try again. Oh man, what am I supposed to do?
Come on.
Fuck!
Dang. That is
Oh, I know.
smiling.
I gotta shoot through it.
Shoot through it and... Oh.
Robin Hood.
Shitty
I guess
game.
you're Robin Hood and you're just shooting the fuck out of people with your arrows.
Kill
Man,
him.
all this violence going on, but the sun is just smiling away.
The sun keeps shining.
Slurpee. Okay. You're just going
Slurpee.
around slurping balls. And there's all kinds of weird
Hey, look,
creatures
they made
coming
a...
at you.
Hey, look, chat. They made a
I
game
really
about
don't
your
know how else to
mom.
describe this thing. It's like... what
Oh,
the
you
hell?
went flaccid.
Smurf Rescue. Yeah, how could you go wrong
Yeah,
with a game about the Smurfs?
Smurfs.
All you do is keep walking right. Nobody's trying to kill you. Everything's just fine and dandy.
Everything is
What a
hunky-dory,
nice
and that's
This is
when
the
they
happiest game
bomb,
ever made.
and then all the bombs drop on the Smurf
War
village.
games. I'm assuming it's based off
War
the movies,
games?
since they both
War
came out in
gaming?
1983. You're
World of
basically
Warships?
trying to stop nuclear missiles from blowing up the whole world. It's kind of serious. But there's another one called War Room, which is a similar game, except this one has some comedic relief because it's got giant mutant chickens.
All right,
Giant
well, this
mutant
video
chickens.
is getting out of hand, and we can spend all day talking about these games and discussing them in depth, but I only wanted to give you an introduction to two classic gaming consoles. Now, I know we mainly focused on the shitty aspects, but let me tell you, that's the name of the game.
That's the name of the
But
game. That's
before
how
I
we
end
do it here.
Let's take a look at the ColecoVision expansion module. Yeah, what gaming
Ooh.
system is complete without some kind of peripheral?
Of
You plug it
course.
in, and now you can play Atari 2600
Whoa.
games. That's right. I'm playing Atari on ColecoVision.
Holy
its
shit.
competitor.
Now that's crazy.
Okay, that would never happen today. That's like if Sony said, okay, we're going to come out with this new expansion module for the PlayStation 3. You're going to be able to play Xbox games on it.
Does he know? Does he know? Does James know? Does he know? Does he know? Does he know? Does he know? This bit's going on a little longer than I... Does he know? Does he know? You can play Xbox games. I mean, he did say you needed a module, but nope, you don't. Nowadays, wonders of modern technology.
There would be lawsuits up the ass.
No
And there were more
lawsuits.
expansion
They allowed
modules.
it.
The second one's a steering wheel for the driving games. And
Cool.
the third one connects the fucker to an Atom computer. I wonder if
Really?
the Addams family had an Atom computer.
That'd be pretty
Now,
cool.
the fourth expansion module connects it to a dishwasher. And then the fifth and final one connects it to your ass.
Whoa. For what reason, though? I don't know the lyrics to this song. Oh, hey, Penguin Adventure. Oh, yeah, the ColecoVision is also similar to the... It's also very similar to the MSX. That's another one. Oh, hey, Carnival. Feel my eyes for that double vision. No disguise for that double vision. No, when it gets through to me, it's only through to me. My double vision's got the best of me. Gorf. Hell yeah. Does he know? Yeah, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. What were they thinking moments? You're a weird eyeball with legs. So basically, Mike Wazowski. Absolutely wild that Coleco would straight up release an expansion to their console that just plays their competitors' games. It's one of the most batshit nonsense moments that makes the early days of gaming so fascinating to research. If only he knew a decade later we'd actually be playing Xbox games on PlayStation. Oh, but actually there was a lawsuit Atari did pursue legal action against for this add-on for the Atari 2600. Problem is that anyone with little electronics knowledge and woodworking skill can make an Atari clone at home using stock electronic parts. Since nothing in the electronics was actually proprietary and the judge threw out those cases. Yep. That is crazy. You can actually make an Atari 2600 clone with stock parts. That's how simple the schematics were. Legendary face. Yeah, I love that face. Be careful. You don't want to get caught in orbit of the AC adapter. Playing Atari 2600 controllers with a ColecoVision with a Genesis controller with an emulator. Crazy. That AC adapter is huge and it's full of stars. My God, it's full of stars. Yeah. What the fuck were they thinking with the AC adapter? Oh boy. But yeah, the moral of the story is I'm so fucking glad these giant inbuilt PSUs went out of style. Thank goodness.